Good evening. And for the first time in God knows how long, we are playing a new game, actually a very new game, as this is the weekend server slam, i.e. the beta test slash server abuse test for Marathon, Bungie's new extraction shooter, which I'm not super familiar with the genre, did not wind up hopping on the Arc Raiders train. That's what I was doing just now, I was literally slamming a little bit of food right before I came up here and grabbing myself some W, which hopefully I don't sound as shitty as I did yesterday. My girlfriend and I have both been under the weather all weekend. Normally she never gets sick, whereas my immune system is effectively tissue paper. Despite my time spent in the gym and trying to take care of myself, that is one area where my immune system is trash. I'm working on that, but I don't know if it's the lack of sleep or what. But normally hers is ironclad, and even she is sick this weekend, so we've both been potatoes around the house. And right now I'm actually drinking one of the hydration mixes from Dubby, not the usual caffeinated one, though I'm sure we'll be getting back to that later. Yes. Meryl knows, because he has heard me in various states of sickly many, many times. Often over, like, on work calls, I was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm surviving, kind of. But aside from me being under the weather, I feel like it's been a series of people getting bugs on and off and just passing that stuff around. It's been a fairly good week. Got to see a friend I don't get to see very often. A good buddy came down from the Boston area. Somebody who had competed on Jeopardy recently and came down to visit other folks. Apparently there's a whole community of Jeopardy contestants. They keep in touch, exchange notes, study together. So another one of his Jeopardy buddies was hosting a trivia night in our neck of the woods in DC and got to attend that, which, as you might have guessed, my friend who has competed on that level hard carried us. He's like, I think it might be this. We're like, go for it. Full faith. That and a bit of fun where I ordered like a side on the menu called snake tidbits. Sorry, it was steak tidbits. My friend thought it was snake tidbits, and a friend of his I was introduced to misheard it as snake titties. I'm gonna let that visual stay with you there. But yeah, in the meantime though, we are gonna shuffle over to the game screen. So, as I said before, we're jumping into Marathon, which I've been, not so much yesterday. I felt like absolute garbage all day yesterday, but so it's just a miserable potato on the couch. Today I did manage to jump back in and actually do a little more of, we'll probably do that later. So I have been getting a little more familiar with the systems. Again, I am not a veteran of the extraction shooter genre by any means. I am familiar with Bungie's other major IP in recent years, being, as you guys have seen me play on here a few times, Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 before it. Looking forward to hearing about that. I got in your Discord message earlier. I was curious to hear about the idea you had in mind there. Yeah, said, hopefully the whole time when adding commentary, it should be a little easier, just not really narrative points to talk over for the most part. It'll just be gameplay. Though I will potentially be in comms with other people. So you may hear their commentary as well. Yeah, it's aesthetically, it's definitely a shift. It is, I'd say, even more futuristic, if that makes any sense, compared to even Cyberpunk. But I like it. It's visually a gorgeous game, but also, keep in mind with the extraction shooter, I'm trying a few different ways out now, like, to go to the vault. I do have some stuff here, but every time you go in for a run, you're risking everything on your person. If you die, as the stream title suggests, don't get attached. everything's gone. So there's some things I've refused, like finally found like a purple assault magazine mod. I haven't bothered to put it on yet because I'm like, do I really want to risk this? Just going in at random. So one thing I've been doing a little more is just taking, stockpiling some additional bits of gear and mods and whatnot. And I'll just wind up putting they call a sponsored kit, just one of these pre-done boxes on. Just to give myself something to work with, maybe do some runs where this is all just what's pre-included, I'm not risking additional here. So this is the basic overrun AR, and an interesting bit with Rarity is it is like Tarkov, like same general genre, just very different aesthetic. What I do like is, gunplay-wise, it feels like a Bungie shooter. Think old school Halo, think especially more recent years Destiny, but dedicated servers, which as a Destiny PvP player, I'm not bitter about at all. Nope, wouldn't be me. Also, they say dedicated anti-cheat, but it still says Battle Eye. And I'm hoping it's more effective than the Battle Eye instance they run for Destiny 2, because that is also basically tissue paper. That thing catches fuck all. But on that note, so you have 2-weapon loadout, which does make my keybinds a little easier, so there's no ping system in Destiny, but there is in other games I've played like Overwatch, which I tend to have bound to my scroll wheel click, whereas Destiny normally scroll click is what I use to switch to my power weapon. So there being only 2 weapons here, that works fine for me as sort of a weird blend of those keybinds. Shields and whatnot, in theory we can add more things like mods and all that. Class-wise, I've mostly been playing on, and give you guys a bit of a primer on this, or at least what I've picked up so far, so going to loadout. You are a runner. Basically. That might be a bit insulting to one-ply TP. You see some shit in there. But essentially, the broad stroke lore, and I'm waiting for there to be more dedicated lore channels behind this who do deeper dives into this one. This could be one I could try for some longer form content. But your character, you are a runner. You're someone who's given up their physical body to exist as essentially a digitized consciousness. So whenever you make one of these runs, on behalf of whichever corporation or faction, rather, to be more accurate, you're doing a mission or contract for at the time, you are inhabiting a shell. So it's kind of like you choosing a hero in a shooter, essentially. Different toolkits per, but in theory, no real restrictions on weapons. So I've been veering towards the assassin, which is more akin to my playstyle as any other folks coming over from Destiny PvP. I've dabbled in some other things, tried stasis for a while, but for the most part I live in the Night Stalker subclass for hunters, which is invis, stay off their raider, flank, and take advantage of openings on the other team. That is my bread and butter. So this one that focuses on stealth, smoke bombs, doesn't have the same movement capabilities though. There is one movement class, but even then this feels more like, especially given the sort of pick up and use what you find elements in a lot of these runs, it almost feels more like Fortnite to a degree. Just sans the crazy building, which I never got good at. Yeah, this is the shell I've been using the most. There's also what I've dabbled in a little bit today has been going back to loadout. The Rook, which is solely solo queue, and its ability there is, aside from other runners you're into, you also have the UESC, basically think of them as government faction, claimed everything on this colony that you're going to explore and try to get materials from or complete objectives on. They consider it theirs, anyone else trespassers, so in theory they're recruits. I guess they could be runners in a different sense, as they are all basically robots. I refer to them as clankers. Yes, we're bringing that joke into the fold here. But you can tell between movement, not to mention the general appearances of the runners there. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up with, I believe, my current contract. So there are 6 major factions. While lore-wise, I probably wouldn't agree with Traxxas in the least bit, they have something I want. Being a sniper rifle in their upgrade section. which is why I'm trying to level up with them right now. Nope. There's no... This is just a beta test. None of this is really going to... Oh. Probably took the year off when... there we go. Can't be going in completely empty-handed. It's like playing Rook Shell, basically. There are different motivations behind each faction in terms of the lore, which is interesting. Aesthetically, it's gorgeous. Shoot myself on mute at the start here. There's a very different shift from all of the games we've played in here so far. But also, given that you have your regular PvE enemies and other players you're bound to run into, the twitchy first-person shooter aspects make you want to think, from general PvP makes me think, okay, just shoot, but you can't take the PvE ads for granted. Those fuckers will down you quickly. Like, those are almost more of a threat than their players. Though, it doesn't really matter which one kills you, you will lose your stuff. Had someone ask me just in a random run earlier, like, oh, well, so what, like, might be a dumb question, like, what's the difference between, like, dealing with, you know, the game enemies and the other players? Like, nothing. They kill you, your stuff is gone. You start over. Why you see, like, at a small chunk of things in the vault, trust me, there was more. I've lost plenty today. I've gained a few things, but I probably lost just as much. It is... There we go. Hey man, can you hear me? Another day in paradise, man. How about you? And by paradise, I mean corporate hellscape. Let's go work for the man. Technically, I'm running a Traxxas contract right now. That's pretty much working for the man. It's about as corporate as it gets out of the factions, right? Like I normally see some clankers in this neck of the woods over here. There are two over here. One more. Two more. Nice, nice. I'm getting some... I'm streaming this the same time, and I'm getting some frame drops. I don't think OBS will be drawing that much off the game here. Oh. That's slightly two of them actually. I'm good to engage. One down. Nice. I actually should have an ammo crate on me for a tool. Oh, perfect. I got next one then. Oh, hold up, man. Let me, which one you need? Light? Heavy? There you go. Yeah, I should be good to go. Oh, all good. Alright, want to look at, just objective-wise, I know my big one's over in the algae ponds. Right, a few times, always want to run into other crews. Every time. They got as far as 5 kills other players last time, and the last one finally got me. It's like, damn it to hell. Hey, you guys, two-stacking? Oh, you guys, two-stack? Nice. Trying to prod some friends to join me on this one as well. Yeah, see what if I'm good with the music playing on this one, because that's not detracting from the game here. Well, I can hear him up here. Ooh, big one with a shield. You guys, nice. Oh, we're right here. That's my smoke bomb here. Oh, I'm downed. Got one shield one on me. I'm just trying to get out of his line of sight. So you got another non-shield one on. Yeah, he's trying to kill me right now. He's got the tendrils. You got me. Appreciate that. I got no ammo. The last two I just hit with a knife. I'm gonna drop an ammo crate out here. Hold up, I'm coming. Oh. Reloading. Right by where I'm standing, or by where I was passed. Hey. We're good. Getting you up. I'm a... One up top still. Ow! Yeah, he's got a sniper. Wait, I've got a self-res that I picked up earlier. Give me a second, I'm gonna try to get to you. Just hang tight. He just kicked me down. Well, I tried, guys. Good run. Well, and as you guys can see, that wasn't other players, that was just the ads. So it's a little rough. And if I was asking, the music is still playing, that I'm completely fine with here. If it's something like Cyberpunk where I know the score is more than enough to carry on its own, or like Bioshock where there's a certain ambience I want to respect there, also a spectacular score, then I'll turn my music off. It's something more like this where it's more along the lines of a PvP game, then I will happily leave the music playing on in the background. It should still be quiet enough to where it's not overpowering the microphone or the gameplay for the most part. But you notice everything here, because we died, gone. Now, all I did was go with a preset loadout there, so it's nothing I was attached to, which is kind of the idea. Like I could add to it, right now there's just another preset one. Starts me off with a standard assault rifle, ammunition, and a few shield and health charges, and an ammo crate, that's it. But you notice how it goes sideways very quickly. But yeah, we are just gonna... try again. Actually, one thing I'm going to do is just set a... because I currently just have open mic, which is what I tend to be used to. I'm just going to go ahead and switch to push to talk just to... on push to talk, and make sure I've got that bound to something somewhat convenient. If I had anything I've left unbound out of the usual bits and bobs there. Yeah, we'll just leave it on I don't think I have anything else mapped to that one. One thing I will note, though, that I will take as a definite improvement over at least the customization for Destiny 2 in particular, is letting me for a sound. She might be out of social. I'm trying to find these. There we go. The voice chat input versus output audio device, because my being on a PC and running independent headphone DAC and microphone here, my general voice chat does not want to cooperate when I'm playing Destiny PvP, or any Destiny game mode for that matter. They can hear me, I cannot hear them, it seems, because I think they're trying to send all their audio to my microphone for just general chat, even though the game is coming through my headphones, which is kind of dumb. At least that's my guess. Whereas here, they let you distinguish voice chat input and output devices, which is wonderful. It's a small thing, but it fixes a pet peeve of mine. I'm just going to keep with the sponsored kit here because I don't feel like risking more of my shit at the moment. I just want to get through this one particular run. Like one thing stuck on in there. Yeah, it's also me trying to dip my toes into this game to see if it's something that my friends and I coming from Destiny would maybe want to dabble in. So in the future, I may need to dial back my settings just a bit, or rather, potentially shuffle over to, we call it X264 encode if it's going to bog down my GPS as hard as it is right now. How's it going, guys? Yeah, can you hear me? Sweet. Hey, there we go. Can you hear me? There we go. And normally I don't do push to talk there, but I'm streaming at the same time and want to cross conversations for you. Oh, and I hear the clankers. Behind? Grab the data card. Nice. Gotcha. Alright, I'm coming. Let's watch those bodies. Clankers. I just went with a pre-done loadout. I just went with one of the sponsored boxes, so I wasn't risking my own stuff again. I'm finding just best not to get super attached to a weapon and kind of run what you find. Same. It's there are a few I've got in stockpile. I'm just like, hey, let's do a few runs, replenish some stuff without risking the stuff in the vault here. Real player or AI? I pinged the map there for an objective. Yep, I just saw a gunfire over here. I'm coming. Hang tight, I'm getting the res. I wouldn't assume they're dead just yet. Up top. Drone. Alright, you want to head this way by me? Make sure you're stocked up. Got ammo. These from the players you took earlier? I got bot reinforcements coming. I'd avoid that fight for now. Let's come by me. Yeah, we're gonna head towards the OBJ. We're gonna try to sidestep that ship, though. You're nice and easy. I'm gonna hold what I got over here for you guys. Just gonna wait by this wall so I'm not getting too far ahead. Just checking ahead. Got one drone up top. It's up to our left. It's one of the flying things that had the tentacle earlier. Stairs by me. Alright, got bots up ahead. Lots of them. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and pick this fight ahead of us here. Just stay safe, play your life. Yep, more to the side there on the right. I don't know if that's... I think it's more bots, not even other players. Oh, good stuff. You got self-res? That a self-res? You might have picked one up earlier when you were looting stuff. Alright, let's fall back. Let's fall back here. Let's see if I can get to a high ground and get a better angle on him. I'm hitting the objective up top. Take a second to heal, reload, whatever you gotta do. Yep, this is my objective. So you see the objectives at the top right of the screen? Next thing I'm going to do for this one is, there should be these smaller drones flying over. It'll be sort of a highlighter yellow color. Gotta shoot that, collect what it drops, and then we take it to, then we exfil. Gotta get out. Yep, it's other player. I know what happened to our third guys. It was just me and the last dude. I don't know if he just got... I'm not sure if there's friendly fire exactly. Our last dude's still alive? Is he still up? No, just be careful. Yeah, they're just watching the bodies. They're just camping it. So they're exiting points, or exfil checkpoints, and they're not permanent, so someone else can activate it, wait, once it activates, get out, and then it's gone. You have to wait for them to spawn in. But this is why I'm using pre-done loadouts, because especially in 3s, like, I'm having to explain to them the fuck a mission is right now. Like, oh, is this a mission? Like, the fuck do you think it is, man? No, we're doing this for shits and grins, really. Like, yes, it's a damn mission. Like someone asked me earlier, it's like, oh, well, are there always other players? Like, no, it's an online game and you're the only one here. Like, you got the tiniest bit of critical thinking. A little bit. I've been trying to get this damn contract done. Repeatedly. I'm gonna cancel it real quick. We're actually gonna go ahead and I think what I may do in the future, obviously it's a little late to do this right now, is I am gonna dial back some of the visuals here. I think we should be able to swing it well enough. Like, I'm noticing some slowdown for me in game, like normally sitting between 180 and 200 frames per second during gameplay. It is tanking a bit right now, and I'm noticing some severe stuttering just while we're streaming. It's funny, I looked at some other folks like Walla, who's a known Destiny content creator and streamer, especially the PvP side of things. Streamers, oh, it looks kind of bad. I'm like, I thought it looked pretty good, and like, it's probably while he's running OBS off. It's weird, because in theory... so I'm going to go for performance on resolution scaling. Five, screen bound should be good. VSync off, frame rate cap on. Shadow quality we'll put to low. Yeah, we'll dial these back a bit, but I think may help for performance and streaming this in the future, because I'm engaged enough, even though it's challenging, and God knows I love things that are like, to quote the, was it honest review of the Dark Souls series, which we intend to dive into as well, like breaking bricks with your flaccid penis. It, especially running solo, it can be a bit painful, but it is kind of engaging and exciting. And I think the pressure of just like, on its own, when I'm not streaming, performance has been spectacular. It's the first time I've had this going with OBS in the background. I think the play is going to be that I switch the encoder over to X264. Just to take the Because in theory, there's no way in hell this game is taking all 16 cores of my CPU right now. It is likely taking a, okay, good. So they're taking quests or, contracts. I haven't taken it. They might be better off than I am here. But, in theory, if I alleviate the GPU load, it should be, yeah, it is, doing some hokey stuff here. But they've already game plan. I'm happy to follow. Even if we're not getting my exact contract done, again, happy to at least exfil successfully, which it hasn't been all getting kicked in the package all day. It's had plenty of successful runs. I actually made a friend on here earlier who, and all of us, tried out for the server slam. I feel like just a really extra way to say beta test, but that's literally what it's called. It's Marathon Server Slam in Steam. I think it's a little better. But I think switching the encoding off the GPU is going to be the big one. I hear clankers. Easy money. I hear more up top. Oh, it's an LMG, which quite frankly I haven't felt the need to dive into yet for weapons. Okay, they're getting away from me and I want to stick with the team here. So another thing too, instead of typical stamina, you probably see this little bar growing a little beneath my reticle here. This is... So I mentioned the whole concept of your runner shell. It's you inhabiting a synthetic body. Instead of running out of stamina, you build up heat, like a machine. And once you have too much heat build up, you have to stop to cool down. So things like sprinting, things that, you know, push the hardware more. Cause more heat buildup. Someone's in a fight up ahead here. Just down to player. Shit. Oh, don't tell me they murked my teammates too. I'm coming to you, buddy. Oh, thank you, buddy. This thing's still got at least one more outside. He's probably getting a res on the roof. You can see me up top. Yeah, he's got an angle on me. I'm trying to get out of his way. Oh, he's got the instant res. He's playing the medic shell effectively. God damn it. It also doesn't help that they're not talking. This is it. You either have non-commutative teammates. Like, Thematic did good, and I think we were doing okay at first. Oh, I got at least one runner elim. But this shit is why I'm not risking my personal stuff right now, because I'm sick of losing my shit to bad runs. So I'd much rather do several mediocre runs with odd starting gear than risk the good stuff, which is going to be sort of the equation going forward is, can you get enough of a stockpile or inventory of things or a consistent loadout where you're happy too? And this is where another aspect, like getting upgrades through the different factions, one reason I'm running this particular mission over and over and over and fucking over again, is I want the damn sniper rifle. I haven't looted a single sniper rifle since I started playing this beta. Just getting on my nerves a bit because I would like one. And they are the one faction who has, like, if you progress enough with them, then you can unlock a sniper rifle purchase, which, if you can get through, you can purchase a consistent loadout. And you can at least recreate the stuff consistently. So, I think a lot of folks' goal is going to be not to necessarily go and get the best loot drops ever, but to get the best perks and upgrades from Intersection Complex or Bio Research. I think you guys are both running the same mission, so I think Intersection's our closest bet. Also, those turrets do not fuck around either. Why me? Why just me? Yeah, those were just ads. This is just the PvE stuff, and you can't take those guys for granted. Alright, there is another supply crate drop over there that we could get, but I'd rather stick with the team. One thing I don't know if I made comment to this earlier, another contrast to Destiny, which you guys have seen me playing here before, especially in PvP. Movement-wise, this is significantly slower paced than what I'm used to in Destiny's PvP arenas. Like, especially as a hunter main, I can move like a crackhead ninja compared to what you could do here. Whereas here you have to be a little more controlled and precise. Any more? I'm gonna need some ammo soon. And a lot of the stuff you loot here, like unstable biomass, which to me looks like a fucking ear. Let's be. You're not even looting because it's an immediately usable weapon. It's a something you can likely trade to another faction for reputation and upgrade, something of that nature. Ooh. A Magnum. Haven't gotten one of these yet. That's interesting. You don't necessarily auto heal. Oh, I think you do to a degree, but you your shields and everything else will come back a lot slower. So you have to be just thinking through every engagement. Also, as far as rarity of weapons goes, really every base weapon is the same. It's just the mods you put on the weapon will actually enhance the rarity to its higher tiers. Okay, buddy, I would not necessarily stand right there. Unless you just had to scan it before it left, which I think is one of our next points, is getting a... Oh, we got their objective done, right? We're good. So now it's my thing I keep trying to do. Look at him. That looked like another player. Oh, nope. Shit. Shit. Oh, I got him. Okay, we're gonna stick with the Magnum. They're both on heavy ammo is my one concern there, but... Because running out of ammo can be a real pain in the ass. Where is that damn terminal, though? Go back to the team thing. It almost sounds like player fire. Buddy, you got this. That was in fact another team. I'm gonna try to get back to the rest of my team here. Another guy was down, went around the corner there. You can follow the blood in the ground. And thank you. Ah, damn, we got the sniper. They did get more out of that fight than I did, though, so I'm not bitching too much about them taking that. And if they can use it, then more power to them. I don't know where. This terminal is. Looking for this terminal, but for the life of me, I cannot remember where it is. Found it. Just need to shoot down a drone that comes here momentarily. It's marked. I'm gonna tag it, grab what it drops. Out to the X film, we should be good. Okay, I was thinking the same thing I was. It's a guarded exfil, but hopefully it means other people aren't going to want to take it. I think we actually got it, folks. We're getting the fuck out of here. Thanks, guys. Good run. Success! Fucking finally. I've been trying to get that one contract done to progress with this faction for so long. So that is the kind of timed exit we were talking about. They are different exfil points, right? No, that's an accomplishment. That's why I say don't get attached to anything. That's why I'm running just a bare bones, like, freebie loadout going in. So I don't lose jack right now. Also, I exfilled and got all this extra crap. So it significantly reduced the risk. You start off with less stuff, but I also found that even the starting AR isn't bad, and you can quickly pick up other weapons to bring back. So if we go to loadout now, this is what my current loadout's showing. On revolting, especially this is probably the best thing I got, is the added grip for the shotgun, which I think I'm going to do is... So, arguably the most powerful weapon I've found here so far has been the shotty. Or none. Had one other previously. I kept this one as a backup. I'm not taking this one in with me. That's not the plan. What is this exactly? Particular implant. That might be good to hang on to. It's one of my maybe the only blue implant I've managed to bring back, and a larger backpack, because normally you have to have a mod of some kind to be able to carry more stuff. I tend to just keep a few green ones here. Rarity going basically same as Destiny and a lot of other games. White to green to blue to purple to gold. Got nothing gold yet, or orange for best comparative. Not taking this one in just yet. Maybe later. I'm gonna see what the next contract looks like. But it is a specific shotgun mod, and I needed to have it over here as far as I know to actually be able to do that. I am going to swap that one out with a different weapon. I might even wind up still taking one of the sponsored loadouts so I can still build a little more of a stockpile, and we can... Every time I feel like I'm hot shit... You can remove the mod, that's perfectly doable, but that mod is only for shotguns, and it's the only shotgun I have, and I found that they are fairly rare. Aesthetically, this is our emissary from the, this is Vulcan, our sort of liaison with Taraxis. Just want to claim the contract I got from them. Nope, you can move them around. I was curious about that myself. I did confirm that earlier in the day. The visuals are like nothing else, though. Alright, equitable distribution, 3 out of 4. So, show objectives. In perimeter, which is the first map. What you just saw, the Oasis is the second. Scan the packaged UESC drone stored beneath station. Collect unstable gunmetal resources in the area, then deliver them to decon. It doesn't say in one run, so some of these you'll find you can actually do over multiple attempted runs. You don't necessarily have to get all the objectives. The one we just did, you had to do those 2 objectives and the next fill successfully. Need a little more unstable gunmetal for this one, but I do have the credits for it. The other one I'd be interested in looking into, and I could do the missions to unlock it, would be Arachne, is the sort of PvP-focused one, so to speak. But lore-wise, what we're going to call what it is, it's a death cult. They want combat data, and they are trying to wait till the last second to zero out other runners. I think there's a brief moment of exposure when the soul is leaving the shell, that you can, I guess, study enough of these potentially leading towards a reset for the universe. It's I kind of do a whole like lore dive on this later on. It is damned interesting. Um, but yeah, these for each the factions. One reason you kind of pick a faction to emphasize though is um you want to go for these upgrades. For example, enhanced weaponry. So um, I can now pick up the enhanced or at least green tier overrun AR, V2 punch, and C tactical sidearm for purchase from Cyber Acme. Um, Eventually, you can get the deluxe one. So you can still reconstitute these weapons if you have the cash to do so. Um, the loot speed increases. Fall resistance additional. I have to sell a bit to get that. That really is not going to do me a whole lot of good, given this whole thing data-wise gets reset at the end of this trial. It'd be cool if I could get to level 30. That's probably a tall order, as I didn't really play at all yesterday. What I got, they do have like specific starting packages for levels 10 and 30 past this weekend. But ideally, you pick a faction here, um, level up to where you can get consistent loadouts generated. You're not risking as much, and if you do happen to lose stuff, you can recreate it quickly. Um, and there are more lore, but oh, got another profile background. I do tend to play the assassin the most. Now, I don't. It would be nice if the cosmetics carried over from the beta to the main one, but I'm not getting my hopes up. There are the basic little challenges you can do. Oh, and another assassin skin. That was not bad. You also have these lore dump files here, so we can use this one as a quick example. Just file type drone manifest, present day, anomalous cargo, summary UESC transport drone manifest annotated by 2 UESC officials. Document indicates that materials being transported are dangerously contaminated and unstable after significant exposure to the phenomenon known as the anomaly. Now, I want to get more into the lore here. This is why, well, as you guys have seen tonight so far in the last hour and change, can it be uphill and a touch frustrating going in solo at first, especially when we're still kind of building the resources? Oh, hell yes. Is it still a really cool world they've built that aesthetically is very much up my alley and I'm eager to continue exploring? Again, hell yes. And this actually launches next weekend. I believe next Thursday specifically. So I will likely be burying myself in the main game and uh, potentially trying to drag my friends along for the ride. Oh, there's another one here. Okay, so make sure I have all my things sort of cached in one challenge. A lot of them are just like game achievements, but rewards, usually little cosmetics and whatnot you can add to. But loadout wise, we're gonna go back because I do not want to carry all my good stuff in every time. That is as a no thank you. Oh, apparently I am running overflow right now. Oh, my vault is overflowing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sell off a few lesser mods that I don't need. Just spare stuff I don't necessarily need to run right now. I don't see myself using the claymores for much. So one thing, like lore-wise, the Mida faction seems cool. Just it is going against the corporations, their factions, veering more towards anarchy. Cool stuff, but gameplay-wise, in terms of like style of gameplay, just hey, explosives, 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 which is typically not what I go in for. So I have not been veering towards Mida for that reason. Alrighty, now how do I want to? I am going to go ahead and switch to the volley rifle. That is much more my style. And one thing I do like to delineate when I'm throwing a lot together here is I do like to make sure that I've whatever ammo types I'm rocking are two different ones. So if I run out of one, I'm not completely boned. If I'm only finding ammo for one of the types, it's not as much of a nightmare. Already have a spare couple of backpacks, so we are good there. Probably not terrible to toss the extra volt thrower here, so it kind of covers my third ammo type. Which I might even, because I don't feel like I find as much. We've got plenty of that ammo stocked up. Save the Magnum for later. This time I am running my own stuff, but not quite as intensive as what we've been seeing. I am going to switch out this, though. I don't feel like running all the high tier stuff here. I can probably stand that for a minute, but I've got things like the spare shield. So once I've got backups of things, I don't mind having a little bit of chance on here. I just don't want to run like my single copy of like the Magnum or the shotgun, or the deluxe backpack. That one I figure, hey, I've got friends, we're playing along, cool. We can really go in on some stuff together here. Then great. But also notice that there's a money value under loadout, so it's like, hey, this is how much you're risking right now. But this I am relatively fine with chancing here. And one last thing I want to do is just pick up a little more light ammo. Okay, a good bit more light ammo. Call me paranoid, but I've had enough moments where the ammo has been a constricting factor where it's like, oh crap, I'm out of ammo. And did not find more along the way. And last thing, I'm just gonna probably try to keep texture quality at highest. The next time, I know Wednesday we're planning to do a bit of a different stream, building a keyboard. See if I can turn off ambient occlusion. Or at least put it to a low there, so I just kind of veer off some of these just a bit. But for next Sundays, we're likely diving into Marathon, the actual main game. Oh, and I need to pick up we do have the contract up. Okay, going back to perimeter, so I've not shown you guys this map yet, I believe. Oh, and gotta hit run. We'll probably, if this is gonna be a continued bit, shuffle over to X264 encoding for the stream there, see if that helps with performance. I might experiment a bit with recording over the week as well, but other games, I'm kind of surprised because Cyberpunk, granted with DLSS framed into. That's one of the other guys' music there. Yeah, what's up, guys? How's it going? I'll use that, man. What ammo you need? And probably drop some light and energy. Well, guys, I can't control what people are saying, just ain't me. I'll drop some light rounds right over here for if you need them. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'm down for some PvP. Alright, let's do it. Fair enough. I think I'm gonna jump in. I'm just trying to get some friends on board with the same. It's much more fun with friends. I'm good with that. Yeah, it's a way around at least. Been on dire Mars the last few runs, so I've spent a minute for perimeter. Get ping from up top of the antenna there. Let's go, guys. I'm down. Let's do it. Now we can do this the easier way. We can do this the hard way. Classic. Guys, mic is loud as fuck. Down one, but his buddy got me. They were also doing the same thing. Yeah, it's their third man's there. Alright, GG's. Dude, the static on that guy's mic was loud as fuck. Like, seemed nice enough, but also it's the only drawback to playing live with randoms there in chat is I can't control what other people are saying. It's also not really my place to tell them off. But yeah, other end of it, we just lost everything we went in with. So, oh, I got a rank reward here, might as well. Some extra supplies that I definitely need. Don't need that. Now, they're saying... So we have upgrades available. Rotating AR mods from the armory, which I'm A-okay with. Bolt weapon mods. Precision weapon mods. This is what I keep trying to get to. There's no way in hell I'm getting there tonight. This is for this faction being rank 9. I'm at rank 3. I just have not put that kind of time into it this weekend. I also don't know what the silk is supposed to be for at all. Alrighty. I tell you what, I guess we've been going for about around an hour and a half now. I'm going to put us on a quick, say 10-minute break, so it's about 9:30 Eastern Time. We'll be back around 9:40. Just take a quick intermission, use the can, grab a drink, grab a snack, and I'll be back with you guys in a few. Alright, folks, I actually got back a touch earlier than I was going to. Really just take a moment to finish eating what I had for dinner. Make another round of W, this time caffeinated. And before anyone's like, oh, well, it seems kind of late to be drinking caffeine. Like, realistically, I could drink your average day drink and take a nap. If not, just outright pass out. And I wish I were kidding. But I also want to stay up a little bit. My girlfriend is actually in D&D in the next room over right now over Discord, so she'll be going until at least a good 11 o'clock or so, which means I'll be streaming till around that time. Speaking of, we're going to swing back over to the game. And tell you what, while we're here... Should I ask if Fard, I want to say it's just a random person I might have met in PvP. Proximity I do know, and he's been playing all weekend it seems. Don't know if I should see if... You know what? We'll see if a friend can go in there. You guys going out? So, have a lovely dinner, and thank you guys for joining for a bit. Oh, before you go, I want to let you know, her chair, birthday present actually came in the mail today. So, those of you unaware, my girlfriend was sitting in a, like, what looked like an antique dining chair at her desk anytime she was doing class, occasional telework, or gaming. Cushion was like one corner was all but gone. That was just kind of lopsided. And for her birthday, me, my folks, they just chipped in to help her pay for a new chair, like an actual proper ergonomic office chair that finally came in the mail today, and she is now sitting in, which makes me feel less like a shitty boyfriend, because her old chair was like that, like me, her parents, our friends, like, there's no way that is good for your back. Will do. I'm not going to send a picture of her sitting in it because we're both a little under the weather. I sound at least better now. I just feel dead on the inside still, but what else is new? But yeah, I was not going to force her to take a picture today when she is feeling awful. But you guys go enjoy. Talk to you later. Send pictures of dinner also. I feel like our family's not done that. We used to do things where we'd all like send each other like, you know, favorite dinners and whatnot. Alright, I'm gonna go for perimeter then. Hi. And thank you guys for joining. And you may have noticed that it says here enhanced Sekaguchi sponsored kit. I bought a sponsored kit because I had the credits too, and I double-checked the time after our friend with the colorful vocabulary last time around mentioned, hey, it's the last night, might as well. I was like, apparently, yes, it's... So this will be running till, I believe it's 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is about noon here in the East Coast, actually about 1 p.m. It's a 3-hour time difference. Yes, so about 1 p.m. tomorrow. So, unless I pull an all-nighter, which is probably not going to happen, given I'm trying to not be sick anymore. I guess we're on black screen for a minute. Alright, game, hold up here. Stay with me. So, might as well use what we got. We're probably going to have a run towards the end here. We just take the best things we have, kick it around the vault, including the shotgun, the magnum, so on, and just go to town. I'm pretty sure I picked perimeter. Alright, I did. That guy's contract is over at Dire Marsh. Damn, station's the opposite damn side of the map. And Big Homie is moving. He is not waiting. Okay, he came back. I'm like, wait for the rest of us, man. And also, we got enough heat buildup now. Do you not want to just... Because it's going to be part of managing this, I imagine. Is kind of saving the heat buildup for actual fights when you need it. Bring him back towards the teammates. Oh, wow, that is something new. They just fuck off and leave me here. Guys, dick move, man. Alright, somehow we survived, don't ask me how. Not entirely sure about that myself. You have to play it cool. Working with what we got. Shields back. I have no ammo. Like none whatsoever. I'm still... Oh, shit. Still hacked. So we're gonna have to play this a little carefully. Low on ammo, just looking for more. Son of a bitch. You guys are not taking it easy today. Oh. Yep, that's right. Appreciate it. Behind you. Guys are some bullet sponges. We may get the hell out of here. need to drop some extra crap here because this is not helping right now. Oh, that's we'd love to hear. Reinforcements. Yeah, I'm with them. Let's just get the fuck out of here, guys. Exfil. I said it's part of the fun, is that it's so damn challenging? On the other hand, it's like you're getting kicked in the groin several times over. But it's that much more satisfying when you overcome the challenge. So it will be much more fun with friends. Those turrets will get you. They look unassuming. Mo problems indeed. I don't think we've forgotten about that. We'll be getting some Mojave Mo problems. Yes, I will take any health and shield packs I can get there. Especially enhanced ones. If I could find some ammo, it'd be even better though. I wasn't kidding when I said ammo is what tends to get me here. Like, I ran in with a pre-made kit, but I tend to overstock on ammo when I make my own. And also, in case you guys hadn't caught it earlier, these runs are more or less timed. You do not have infinite time to explore here. My understanding of a lore explanation would be that there is a time limit to the connection you can have with your runner shells. In theory, there's one. So, I mentioned we'd be going into the modded version of Fallout New Vegas, as recommended by our good buddy Critical Merrill here. And he is playing through that one right now, and apparently there is a death counter added to it. I'm gonna see if I can find a way for us to display that on screen, because that'll be, if nothing else, my pain I think is entertaining for other people. Ask my friends. They love that shit. I have 4 rounds. I'm gonna have to start just knifing things at this rate. Wait, is that what I need to scan? Okay, I need you to cooperate. Nobody saw that. If I get this OBJ done at least, that would be big. There are plenty of drones. Why does it have to be these specific ones? Did they activate the damn thing already? Yep, there's one next field. Not even got that one OBJ done. Ain't no way I'm hitting that from this distance. A little mixed. I feel like we should have gotten in on that one. And I still have basically no ammo. We're not back in the same way. Alrighty, this has been a weird run because like I've not been super helpful as I've had no fucking ammo. It's the bulk of this run. So we're gonna have to get a little creative with this last one here. Assuming reinforcements actually pop. Which is likely. How in the fuck we out of here is beyond me. But somehow. That was a miserable ass run though, which this is why I mentioned like, oh, like that seems like a lot of ammo to take in. It's like, yes, because you will run out of it. And then be stuck using your knife for everything. It's like when I was doing the BioShock 1 playthrough a while back. No ammo, just wrench. That's all we had left. Good news is we brought some stuff back. But yeah, this makes me wary of running pre-made loadouts again. It's like, well, this is probably gonna hurt if I'm just running out of ammo the whole way. And there's an example of removing the mod though, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually pull these off of this one. And nix this one in favor of this gun. I'll bring the Magnum along so we'll have some light and heavy ammo. This time we are making our own loadout here. Oh, these were both for the assassin. Oh, these look like clones of the same mod, so quite frankly, I'm going to see if I have another, or the same core. I might just go ahead and leave one of these off here. I don't think I got much ammo for the shotgun at that point. One concern. We can nix the scar. I've got a better volt thrower, we can clear this one out. Definitely packing plenty of extra ammo. I think we're actually going to try using the cardio kick this next time around. So kind of give ourselves a better shot going into this one. Anything else we want to swap out though? We've got plenty of chest piece mods really. And then mods for the gun. That's probably the last thing we're going to tack on here. Is there a plane or a helicopter outside? Ornithologist, alternating current. I'm a little curious to try ornithologist. I think like the last run we make for the night will probably one where we throw like the kitchen sink into it. Probably wind up running into some nonsense right off the rip there, but we can at least scope here. Any other mods we can actually toss on right now? This one is running. Have mini jam, ornithologist, alternating current, optimal prime, rocket start. Alright, I think that may be about as stacked as we go for this one for now, which, even with that, I'm still going to go to the armory. And get some more ammo, because that last run was bullshit. I would apologize to my teammates for that one, because it was not pretty. I will read into the lore stuff a bit later on, but for now we are pretty much just... Alright, more skins for the assassin. Love that. But yeah, I think this is about as much as we're going to be packing here. Going back to perimeter. At least we have an idea of what the mission's going to look like. Hold up. Do I not have a better mod for this thing? Get it above white? We could try the repeater HPR, but that takes heavy rounds as well. Battery over the overrun AR. I feel like I should have a magazine mod for that. Okay, this one apparently will work for this and get at least to green. This might even get it to blue if I kick one of these on there. Tell you what, we'll go big. Ornithologist as well. It is one of my favorite things so far, though, is just the general aesthetics of the game are... It is beautiful. It is very different from Destiny, clearly. Different IP, though same publisher. Like... Oh, cool, they've got the same mission, which means that could be, and apparently opposite objectives. Looks like that could be a potential twofer. Alright, 2 assassins and 1... I always forget the name of it. The movement-based one, essentially. So I'm a little surprised I haven't tried yet. As normally I do enjoy the movement more, but I figure it's not going to be like Destiny 2 Hunter movement with Stompies, which is why I'm like, I think I'll veer more towards the controlled stealth that forces me to kind of think of my engagements movement-wise. And one thing as far as like heat buildup goes to sliding, I've found, there's just a huge jump in heat, which is interesting to me because I figure it's just using momentum. So you wouldn't think like the active slide, unless it's like activating jets to propel you forward, would really, you know, cause that much more system heat. Let's break the Magnum out for this area. Also, no double jump. That has been a habit I've had to break, is no double jump. Used to having that. Alright. Following these guys to their OBJ, though. That dude just... yeah, I guess he dipped without us. I mean... if you are that confident, buddy, then more power to you, but, I've done a few solo runs on the Rook Shell. It is... well, granted, you start off way worse off with, loadout. I think you can get more starting loadouts for the Rook, from what I gather. Like, more sponsored ones, but the initial one just... it was rough. Whoa. Appreciate the call. Have big smoke if we need it. Alright. Got one out. Trying to get around to you. Just need to get up there. I just don't know. I'm coming. Can I res you guys? I'm not seeing the option here. Wait, alright. No, we got action. Just hang on. I'm invis if you want to let me hang on this one. Alright, good shit, guys. I'm doing good on ammo so far. You guys take it all. Sorry. Wasn't holding down push stock. I'm good in ammo. You guys take all you need. I ran out of ammo and had to basically use knife the whole rest of the run, last exfil. I overpacked this time. Like, fuck that. Oh, I found no such upgrades. The best I found are a few purples here and there. Wait, there's an enemy over here? Flanker. Looks like a clanker, not a player. Oh, a few more. Nice, nice. Oh. On my way. Good stuff. Damn, I have not managed to find a single sniper so far. It's killing me. Yeah, it says somewhere below here. I think I got the last two on my last run. I could not find the third for the life of me, and my two teammates decided to try exfilling while I was still looking. Like, well... Eh, it happens, right? It's somewhere beneath here. I appreciate it, man. I'll say past server slam. I assume you're going to be picking up the game next weekend? I hear that. The, wait, hold up. If this counts, I swear. Maybe? That did it. Yeah, but it shows the objective complete on my screen. How about you guys? Is it showing complete? Alright, let's go get that done then. I wish you guys are getting your fill too. Overflows like across the map. Oh yeah, that's the fun one. Other ones deliver unstable gunmetal resource, the decon perimeter. Gotcha. I'm down for whichever. The unstable gunmetal, I think we're just gonna have to find along the way. I've got about 3 on me. Yeah. I'm down, let's do it. Let's check it out. The things I ask myself in the middle of the night, if I were a geological survey, where would I be? Maybe. That looks like one of the terminals that are normally for OBJ. Possibly. Yeah, it's not letting me interact. I assume it's for some... I'm gonna check this room, see if I can't find it here. Well, that door's locked. Maybe? I get those pings. It's a poison room up ahead here. Just watch out for that one with a bunch of yellow gas. He said it's not his thing. Got some ads popping outside, just be aware. Yeah. Yeah, try this one. Oh yeah. Nope. Neither what? We got the unstable gunmetal, then use that otherwise. Oh, shit, I didn't bother healing myself. Hold up. Appreciate it. I got a few, man. I'm good. I was not minding that after the last fight. That's on me. Sweet. Alright, let's get yours, man. Oh, it's just up there. Well, that's tox clear. That's our decon, yep. So we're following A1. Watch out, some ads spawned out here, so watch out. On my way. Love it. I think he wants to... I think he's trying to do his exfil back here, I guess. I guess he already activated it. Oh. Surprised made that one. Yeah, I guess he just started that one on his own. Yeah. Okay, good run. Here's a successful run. I get everything done. We got an objective. Technically two if you count the other guy. Everyone exfilled successfully. Got some PvP in there. Got some loot. We love that. I'll admit seeing the whole screen over there when it's all green and happy is satisfying. And got some rank rewards from Traxxas. And we're not overflowed in the negative sense, at least not yet. Do I need to restock anything else for our next run? Oh, shit, I didn't realize I was packing a self-res off of that one. That'd be for a vault cell. I mean, this loadout worked out fairly well for us. I want to make sure we're packing enough ammo across the board. Oh, I didn't try the consumables last time. You know what, the SMG might be a good trade-off here because we didn't dabble into the rest of our ammo this way. Do I have any good SMG mods, though? Kinda so-so. At least it's green, could be worse. And we go back at it again. Actually, hold up. I want to check on one thing here as well. I want more healing items. I like to go in with at least 3 of each, just to be on the safe side. Traxxas, I assume we still don't have a lot for upgrades we can pick up. Yeah, not at this time. I don't know, so I could definitely see myself spending more time in here. I will spend a lot more time in here if I manage to strong arm some friends into joining the party there. I think when you're cooperating with a team, it is way more fun when everyone's kind of just doing their own thing. It's like it's chaotic and not always the fun way. Just splashed myself off the bottle there, which is not the way we're looking to get the caffeine in the system. We're not going nasal. It's not the kind of show we're running here. This is not the Wolf of Wall Street. I was like, maybe just because it's fresh and new, very much so, given how just hyper-futuristic it seems. There's got to be like a name for this style, other than just outright plagiarism. I think we all know the joke by now. I'm just hearing the Tom Christie Skeletor in my mind now. Because plagiarism will make me God. Actually, it wasn't Skeletor, so it was the king in that little skit he pulled off. Let's see what we get in here next. I've got to get used to fucking, but it seems like a first world problem, especially from a game perspective. I am not used to doing push talks. I always just leave it open mic. I never think about it. Now it's like, but I want to delineate the conversation between you guys and the game itself, which I'm like, we'll do push to talk so I'm not, you know, driving my match-made teammates up the wall. I'm looking for Add unstable metal. Ooh. Barely missed that. But watch for those claymores. Let's go catch up with our buddy up ahead here. Yeah, man, coming to back you up. Nice. Ooh, lockbox key. No, it's the same mod I'm already running. I think we're good there. I think that was just the ambiance here. Much props to Bungie for getting that right. Search for something. These guys need to deal damage to any enemies, really, just explosive damage, which I'm packing none of. So to help them stay alive. If I can find that metal, then that would be great. I'm not sure it's worth risking going in there, though. Lots of unstable biomass. Oh! Apparently he thought it was fine. Alright, where's our third man, though? He's contemplating the meaning of life. I'm sure I want to use a med patch kit from damn it. Fuckstick had to go off on his own. We're gonna try, folks. Damn it, where the fuck is our third guy? Well, dude, I know where our third man was, but, sincerely wake the fuck up, man. Yeah, he's just sitting AFK. Well, I'm not sitting there to wait for his ass. Like I said, nothing here is permanent, because they're resetting everything for game progress after the beta's over, which is about 1 PM Eastern time tomorrow. Yep. Not exploits, but... Nothing for just being AFK, though. So apparently AFK is fine. Well, we have time for at least one more run, so might as well. Shall we go big? Already has the circuit tracers. That's actually pretty damn good. Not compatible with our build. Solid stance. I fight V2. What do we got for cash flow now, too? Because we're going to need some ammo. Those will, you know, sell some spares here. Alright. Shout out for now for a little ammo here. Oh, we can barter for some of these. Alright, so we have some ammo to get us through a run here. We'll take the full thrower in case we need to use that kind of ammo instead. Just not a huge fan of the punch. Actually, can I toss this? It will not work on there. Alright, never mind. Go back, because I would also like to grab some. Shield. Wouldn't mind grabbing one more patch kit. Alright, how else can we stack with what we've got in the vault right now? What else can we really bring to the party here? Smoke grenade. Actually, you know what? Let's run the EMP. Why not? Pack some smoke grenades for fun later. Some cardio kick. Some advanced shield charge. Anything else we can do to really up the ante here. I think by and large we should be good. Alright guys, one last run for the night. I'll say we got performance to a little more of a stable point by dialing back some of the visual settings, but I'm not a fan of doing that, so we're definitely going to, between now and next weekend at launch, and it's in the works anyways. I'm looking into some stuff from, if you guys ever checked out like nutty.gg, does some really cool, actually makes a lot of cool plugins, so I'm looking to adjust how I'm handling multi-stream chat. So I'm already going to be making some OBS tweaks there. I think in the short term, switching us over to X264, maybe even the long term as well. It's one of the reasons I run the CPU I do, is to be able to run that. Because I was running a less beefy GPU before. Oh, ain't that dystopian. I feel like much of the lore here is just like the final form of capitalism in so many ways. Everything's hyper-corporate interest. You've literally given your body and likely a good chunk of your soul for the cause. Nice. I do like you can kind of see the little skull image of them as you get the kill there. I think it's a pretty damn cool indicator. Oh, no, I thought I heard clankers over by a teammate. Clanker. I think the fact that that's already becoming common vernacular from what I've seen tonight is going to make a lot of Star Wars fans happy. Oh yeah, the exhaust on that will hurt if you're not paying attention. Alright, let's go check these guys for some unstable gunmetal. Tool card, maybe? Nothing. Ooh. Extra mod for a rifle. I will happily take that. I would kind of like to see a little bit of PvP, though. Say that now, knock on wood here. Because I brought the shotgun this time. I mean, like, the whip? Ah, there we go. There's some. Because these things are dumb, but like, the best useful way. Like, they put out buku damage. That's 6, if I can just get bitch in. Just need to get the decon. buddies, let's I'm making a mad dash for decon. I want to see this objective done, personally. Should be. I got... Because they were in quantities of 3. Yes, sir. That's what I'm fucking talking about. It's my OBJ done. Get South Relay and help the homies out. Damn right it is. So does it seem a little silly because technically the beta ends and it's in vain to a degree? Sure, but it's practice. It's experience on learning more of the map. Preferred weapons, things we want to kind of upgrade and make sure we've got in regular rotation. I think what it's going to get to is like, here, what can you regularly restock? I'm going to keep, because I don't think you're going to want to have, like, it's the inverse of what I'm used to in something like Destiny, where you have your specific role or drop that you use, like the ones you've seen me use in the PvP streams for, where it's just, I'll have thousands, literally thousands of kills notch into some of these weapons individually. And very much, you know, this is my rifle, there are many that are like it, this one is mine. Whereas Marathon, I'm thinking more like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Like, your weapons are much more disposable. Like, you're going to break and or lose them. Don't fucking get attached. But I was like, alright, like, what kind of stock? Like, what kind of inventory? What kind of structure am I going to be running? To kind of... Need to scan Sparkleaf bioprinters. Any chance you guys know where these bioprinters to scan are? Most excellent. You guys see what I'm seeing up top here? I don't know what that is. But we're taking it. I don't know what that is, but hell yes. Medrone overcharge schema. Your shots, what are you guys seeing? Alright, clankers. I thought it might be players there for a second. What about here? Easy money. Been looking for excuse to use the shotgun, damn it. Wasn't. Same, I got a solid 4 earlier. The 5th man unfortunately finally got me. It's like, damn, but it's dirty. Looking for it, man. Want you guys to get your OBJ done too. It's always that last one, right? The hell's that sound? It's 2 perma-dropped. Anyone see the 3rd? Nice run, guys. I'm happy with that run, quite frankly. We took out some clankers. Yes, I'm gonna keep saying that, and it's not gonna get old. Anyone who's a fan of the Clone Wars is probably saying clankers a shitload for the life of this game, and I'm here for it. Or as we joked earlier, wait for someone to start dating their, Yeah, I brought the shoddy on this run. Like, the highest tier stuff, I took the purple mod for the AR, I threw on as well. And the shotgun got some PvP action, too. That was a good one. Which one? I'm not sure which one was talking, but... We're gonna try to build a little bit of a network of other players here as well, too. Also, we got our big objective out of the way, which I am excited to see what happens after this. Let's cash in that contract. Okay. So what is it they would want me to do here? Is it a single run, trace commander location at terminal south relay, acquire credentials from said commander. I just go take out a commander. I would love to do field testing sniper rifles 1, but I can't fucking find one. I will say in our limited experience here, though, the shotgun put in work. So I'd love to be able to I doubt it would be really cool if all of our cosmetics carried over from the beta. Again, I really, really doubt it. We had a pretty damn good haul there at the end. Chem Grant, I thought I put another... This is for Deluxe LMG, which I really haven't been picking up on, so I can probably just nix that. Oh, we really didn't have to use much either. Like, I've mostly stuck to the overrun. Which again, this is the same to emphasize the whole mod system. The overrun is the same AR you tend to start with, or something close what you would start with. But you find the appropriate mod, you any white AR, if you just can get a stockpile of mods or get them consistently available from vendors, then you have all kinds of options. I guess the customization is really just going to be very simple skins here. I'm sure they'll add more in the future. Profile, have some more background stuff. I like this one the best so far, though. Shells. I did get a few more skins for the assassin here. I'm sticking with this one, though. But yeah, guys, this is going to be our last run. It's went for a few hours now. And I think I'm definitely picking this one up. We call next weekend. So while this Wednesday, clearly I believe it's before launch even, we're doing our own fun kind of prep for a new game. We're building a keyboard. God help me, this is the it's the first time I'm doing something with 2 webcams on stream. So when I be doing a game, it'll just be me walking you guys through the build of what's going to be my new daily driver keyboard. Not going to be a routine thing for the uninitiated. Keyboard building typically does not save you money on the keyboard. You will save money by getting the cheapy one from Walmart, but you will get a much better, much more customized to your preference product, and this is me really going to build my dream keyboard. It's a Hall Effect Keycult 160. Took a little finagling, we've done some testing, everything works so far. We're doing the assembly, including tuning stabilizers, on stream Wednesday night, which, thankfully, the switches are hand lubed. No, I am not enough a masochist to be on stream for what would likely be at least 6 hours to hand lube switches, even for 60%, just for fun. Maybe we'll make that like a sub goal. We build a keyboard. I will make it a high sub goal. I cannot stress this enough. The first time I lube switches for 60%. So again, give you guys context on 60%. Sorry for the Windows noise. This, not even a full size. The first time I hand lube switches, the whole process took me an entire season of anime. I want to say it was like 24 episodes. Whole damn day. I think I had stabilizers done ahead of that, maybe. So we will be doing stabilizers, which is nowhere near as bad to do, though it is, I would say, the most important mod you may do keyboard. And minimal dampening, but I'm very excited for that, and very excited to use it every day. The fact that the parts are sitting in my closet's been killing me. I've just been waiting for, logistically, a time it works on stream. But on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys so much for joining. We've had our ups, we've down. Thankfully, we ended at a very high note. We put it all on the line there, and we came out on top. Even got some PvP right there at the end. And I'm looking forward to getting more of this in the mix, especially with things like Desi taking a bit of a slowdown. And we will also be mixing in, and I gotta, sync with Meryl on making sure we got all the mods installed. We got some Fallout's New Vegas Mojave Mo problems, because if you enjoyed my suffering tonight, from what Meryl tells me, you're gonna get plenty of suffering when I'm trying to work out surviving in the Badlands here, and also my first Fallout game. So yes, I'm going for a mod that makes it harder, because I apparently love pain. Most suffering, that's right. That's the bread and butter, and in place of narrative, I might just call it like consistent series for Wednesdays. We are also looking to do the Souls series coming up, with potentially Wolfenstein in the fall / late summer. Great, that's the idea. We start with the hardest one first. You gotta do, like the Pai Mei training from Kill Bill. Just gotta keep, you know, trying to break the board with a 1-inch punch. Likely break your hand several times getting to that point, but we're gonna get there. Alright, you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later.